On Wednesday, December the 28th at 7:30 at the Winnipeg Art Gallery, the Women's Musical Club of Winnipeg will be holding their annual Scholarship Winners concert. This year's concert boasts six excellent young up-and-coming Manitoba musicians. One of this year's winners is pianist Angela Ng, who was the winner of the $2,500 WMC Scholarship. And joining me here over Zoom, I am joined by Angela Ng. Hi, Angela. It's good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
hmm the last time we chatted was about 9 months ago. It was for a fundraiser for the CMC concert. It's great to see you again. And I gather there have been some big changes over the past 9 months. You were in grade 12 this past spring. Can you tell us where you're going to school now and who you're studying piano with?
Yeah, so I moved to Toronto to study at the University of Toronto with Jamie Parker under the piano performance program.
hmm I've interviewed Jamie before. He's a great guy. He's got a great sense of humor. What is it like studying with him?
It's really fun. I feel like we click very well because we do have similar senses of humor and we communicate in a similar way.
hmm Uh, how have you found the transition from high school to a full university course load? I mean, I'm thinking of myself. I remember a lot of late nights doing theory assignments and practicing. And I know for pianists, there's a collaborative element as well, right? It's not just you're not only playing solo repertoire, there's more of a demand to be playing with other people. How has that transition been?
The transition for me was surprisingly pleasant. I really like the vibes of Toronto, and I feel like I've made a good network of people there, so I feel very supported. The course load I find is actually better for me because I'm focusing on what I'm more passionate about, which is music. I don't have to care as much about my math and my English and stuff. It's all music, and I really enjoy that.
hmm Uh, can you talk us through the competition process? When did you apply for this year's WMC scholarship competition? And can you just walk us through how the process worked right up until your win?
Yeah, so I applied, I think, the beginning of the year, and I gathered my repertoire. I think I played three pieces. There was like a time limit that I needed to be mindful of. I prepared my pieces to the best of my ability, and then I played it in front of the jury or the panel of judges. And yeah, then I won, which was,
How many rounds were there?
there was only one.
Only one. Okay. Um, so you're going to be performing on the 28th. Can you tell us about what you're going to be performing on the 28th?
Yeah, so I'm playing Beethoven's Pathetic Sonata, first movement, and I'm also playing Chopin Ballade number one.
hmm Uh, every pianist loves playing Chopin. I don't think I've ever met a pianist who didn't like playing Chopin. What is it about his music that you enjoy playing? And how does the Chopin that you're going to be playing contrast with the Beethoven that you're going to be playing on the 28th?
Chopin for me is very, very emotional. Like it's deeply emotional. It's just not surface level. And especially for someone like my age, at first it was difficult to navigate because I'm still struggling to figure out my emotions myself as a young person. But I feel like this is one maybe the first Chopin that I feel like I finally grasped the emotional complexity of it. So I'm really proud of myself for that. Comparing it to my Beethoven, the Beethoven, I mean, both the Chopin and the Beethoven are in minor keys. They're very somber and dark. But I see the Chopin, although there's a lot of emotional complexities in it, it's also a major showpiece. There's lots of technical demand in it, while the Beethoven, it's just very, well, the opening part, the introduction is very dark.
C minor, big
Yeah,
C minor chords. Yeah.
yeah. Um, what else? I just think they are just big, they're rather like mainstream pieces that
Mm,
I am trying to bring new light upon. And I hope that
hmm
I can do that this concert.
Uh, how did it feel to win the $2,500 prize from the Women's Musical Club this year?
I was rather surprised since I knew I was one of the youngest. especially since you're all singers. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm one of the only pianists. It's kind of cool.
It's great. After the 28th, what's next? Are you going to take some time off before you go back to school? And do you have any other big performances that are coming up in the new year?
I do. January 14th, I'm playing with the Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra for their Chinese New Year concert. I'll be playing Beethoven Concerto Number 3, third movement.
Oh, wow. With the Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra? Amazing, amazing. Angela, it sounds so great. It's been great chatting with you again. All the best on Wednesday, the 28th. And thanks for taking the time to chat with me today. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you.